Ahoy, mateys. I'm hoping that you can see me. Having an issue with lighting. I turned around. I was facing the other direction. I couldn't see anything. So I turned around. I'm facing the sun, but the clouds keep coming. And I don't know how this is going to work. I have a good signal, 4 bars at 4G. Where I was earlier was 4 bars and 5G. I'm almost wishing I had stayed there. It's where I did the video about that tree and the vines growing over it. I think I titled it Strange. It was just a half hour ago. It was probably a 3-minute video. I haven't looked. But it was uploaded before I could even give it a title. That's how fast it loaded. I'm like, man, I love it here. So then I thought, well, I'll drive by John and Vicky's place on my way to Coopersville. And, hey, it's 4 bars and 4G here. Well, that's certainly a lot better than I've had at home ever. And I'm not complaining about the signal. Welcome aboard, everyone. I'll walk you around here in the property in just a few minutes. I'm trying a new experiment here, and I can show you. I did do a video as of about 15 minutes ago to show you this setup here. It won't upload. Don't ask me why. And I'm having a terrible time seeing the chat because I can barely see anything. I would like some feedback. See, I see Ringo and Czar. I mean, Kyle. I see Mark, Timmy Ray. Welcome aboard. And if you're seeing me on cable channel in Mississippi or Louisiana down there, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Linda Barker is here. People are saying hi to one another. Okay, yeah, I just said hello to them, Timmy. And I'm glad that they are here. So I'm going to walk you around here for a minute. Oh, before I do that, Ringo, Kyle, you've been to all these places. What lighthouse is that? I just got my card in the mail a couple hours ago from Lake Michigan. Now I can use this for when they finally get my payroll set up for the other company. Papa Drew, welcome aboard. Moving to Texas. Can I something the schoolie without clothes on? That's fine with me. I would. Jill's here. Welcome aboard. Nancy's here. Welcome aboard. Nancy, I love your jokes. You had a good one the other day about the twins. I like that. You should tell Papa Drew that. Repeat it here. I'll even put it on the screen. Nancy and Bill, welcome aboard. We survived. There was a few people killed in Michigan due to the storms. And we actually had a tornado just to the, there was 5 tornadoes. There was one by Tina in Belleville. There was 2 in Metro Detroit, 1 in Lansing, and 1 here in Grand Rapids, Comstock Park specifically. I drove through there yesterday, but I realize now that I should have been turning the camera more. All it shows is a straight line road, and that's ridiculous. But yeah, we had some damage. There were 3 people killed, although I guess you could say it was storm related. What happened was they hydroplaned in the wet pavement and hit another car, and 3 people were killed, a lady and her 2 babies. The text from the TV station, and his question is, am I in the middle of the road doing a live stream? Not this time. I'm actually parked on John G's property. What you're seeing behind me is the green screen. And I'll show you now how I've got this set up. So I had to close the door because I cannot turn off that stupid buzzer. I would have liked to keep the door open so I get a breeze, but I can't take the key out of the ignition. I had to move the drive shift lever down so the laptop has room to sit between the dashboard and the steering wheel. All right, we're close to a cornfield. You're looking north towards Kent City. And this is a view to the west. I'm on my friend's property. If you remember a video from about a year ago, if you look straight over there, that's where the old house sat, and we burned it down along with a couple buildings on the property. We kept this buildings here for tool storage, tractor storage. But yes, this is John and Vicky's property. It's a beautiful piece of property. I love the scroll work that they have up there. It's pretty cool. Quite the junk pile, but there's a porta-john in case I need it. And there's the foundation going up for their house. It's going to be a pretty nice shack. This is just on Peach Ridge Avenue. We're just just south of Kent City. That's Peach Ridge Avenue right there. This property has a lot of pretty plantings on it. Previous owners, birch trees and red leaf maple. I don't know if they were responsible for the pine trees, but when you go out that way, John and his dad have actually made a nature trail out that way too. So it's going to be nice. And as said, they'll probably drive in here if they see this on the video. What are you doing on our property? All right. I'm on here because I got a good signal. This is how I got the green screen set up. It's working out pretty good. And I could close the doors if the wind came up too much, that it impeded the live stream. Now I just got to come up with some good lights because the lighting isn't so hot right now. Putting it back up on the dashboard, or at least I'm trying to. Oh. So, whoops. Got the steering wheel down. I can't hardly get my legs in underneath it. That was the other thing. I had to put the steering wheel down so I can balance the computer, the laptop. Okay, I am not being able to see the chat very well at all. The open door sound effect. Shopping center. Lindy Okie, welcome aboard. And I think I said hello to Jill. Thank goodness you're here. I'm not going to scroll up because I can't even find my mouse. That's how crazy this is. Oh, but anyways, I think I've caught most of you on saying hellos to me. Yes, I did say hello. All they saw was the middle of the road. Well, I have done that. I did a live stream Wednesday night. I think you came in rather late. Wednesday night, I wasn't in the middle of the road, but I was on the side of a gravel road on Wednesday night. That was, don't know the name of the lake. Kyle might know, but it is a private lake. It's at Stage, and so it's west of Fruit Ridge Avenue, about 5 miles. Kennewa Avenue is interrupted because of the lake. And I tried, to see if there was any public access to it. And no, doesn't look like it. Okay. So Kyle's got to figure out where that lighthouse is, or somebody does, on my card. And the sun feels good, but it's not helping my lighting very much here. Yeah, definitely gonna have to tweak this and come up with lighting. Maybe some of those fairy lights. I do have that one ring light, but I don't know if that would be enough. And I guess I gotta ask, can everybody see me okay? Oh, it's Cranberry? No, it's not Cranberry Lake, Kyle. Cranberry Lake is over by 24th Avenue, isn't it? I was supposed to meet you there one night, and you had already left. There's a park over there on the far side, and there is a boat launch on the south side of the lake, Cranberry Lake. Now, this is a smaller lake. Looks like it may have been a gravel pit at one time. There's, probably 5 or 6 homes on the south side, and maybe 2 on the north side, and that's it. It doesn't say private drive or anything. It just says road dead ends. Maybe if I get a chance to explore a little bit, I'll drive down there and see. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? They'll tell me get off our property. All right, let me see. I'm trying to see the chat. Oh, I just can't see it. Kind of by Wright Tavern. No, it's not near Wright Tavern. If you look on your map and sketch Kennewa Avenue south of, let's say, 7 Mile, or whatever 7 Mile is in Ottawa County, but Kennewa, and go south, and about 5 Mile or so is where you'll see the lake. Hopefully, I don't know if you have a decent map. 2 for no. What's 2? 2 for no what? Send us the location, please. Papa Drew. Okay, she's asking Papa Drew. Don't forget sunscreen. Jill, you're always worried about sunscreen. Maybe Papa Drew needs it. I don't. Never used it. I think maybe when I was about 9 years old, I experimented with copper tone. I didn't get any tanner. I get out in the sun, I turn red for a day, maybe burns for a little bit. Next day, it's tan. I've been fortunate. I love the sun. I do not wear sunscreen. Do I have any kind of skin cancer? No, I don't think so. I've got some tags that grow a little bit, but the doctor says don't worry about them, so I don't worry about them. I think I was born with them. They have a tendency to swell, and then they go down. Is the channel Papa Drew? No, it's not, Timmy. Even if he is in the middle of the road. No, I bumped something. Doggone it. I forget that this is a touch screen as well. What is going on here? I can't find the mouse. I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. In Blue Lanes. Is it on the screen now? We'll put that up there. Is a channel Papa Drew's? No. Okay, I think I'm caught up on chat for a minute. What is that noise? Sounds like somebody's clunking on something. Just to the south, I saw a guy working on a fence line. Maybe he's worked his way up this way. And to the north of me, just on the other side of this kind of a small cornfield, there's a property, and I heard voices over there earlier. But it's a peaceful, pretty spot. You can hear a little bit of the traffic on M37. Peach Ridge is not all that busy of a street. There's a car going by now, but yeah, it's, for the most part, it's peaceful. And when it gets to be evening hours, you know, it's very peaceful and quiet out here. Linda's laughing at something that Nancy Drew said. Really overweight psychic. He was for Chin Taylor. I still want you to put that one about you were dating a twin and someone asked you how you could tell them apart. Papa Drew would love that one. You told it on Wednesday night, and I didn't see it until today. Because when I replay chat, or when I replay a live video, the chat will not show up. It can take, 36 hours before the chat actually shows up. I think YouTube is looking to see if you or Papa Drew broke any internet rules, by posting all these naked pictures of each other in my chat. I don't know why YouTube does the weird things they do. Question from Elvis Jones, and his question, have I ever met Jackie Gleason in person when he was alive? I did not. And did you play golf with him? Well, no, I never met Jackie Gleason in person. I almost met Red Skelton in person. I missed him by about an hour. I didn't know he was having dinner at the same restaurant that I used to hang out at back in the 80s. But anyways, yeah. Jackie Gleason, definitely one of my favorites. Red Skelton, obviously one of my favorites. I loved all the shows from the 60s. Ed Sullivan, what was the other guy's name? The Bubbles. Champagne. Ballroom Dancing. What was that show? Liberace? No, it wasn't Liberace. What's his name? Dang it. And a 1 and a 2. Help me out. I was thinking about him the other day, and now I can't seem to remember his name. But I love all that stuff. I mean, my parents watched those shows, and I grew up watching them too. You met Bill Clinton. Wow. Were you down in Hope, Arkansas? 70s is when he was governor of Arkansas. and he's born and raised, Hope, Arkansas. I've been there. Sea Devil's here. Welcome aboard. As said, I'm having a terrible time being able to read chat. And I don't know if you can see me well or not. I'm sure see now, when I look at the screen, all I see is mostly dark with a little bit of light. I can see the sky behind me, but that's on the green screen. I wonder what if I eliminate? No, that's not going to help at all. Lawrence Welk, thank you, Linda. Why couldn't I remember that? Arkansas was pretty laid back in the 70s. I went down there and decided to stay, and I went to get a driver's license. The driver's license was on a little piece of paper, no picture. They took my word for it, copied my information off my Michigan driver's license, handed me an Arkansas driver's license. So my Michigan license was valid, and so was my Arkansas license. Yeah, and let's see. You could buy a car down there, and you had 30 days to put a plate on it. If you didn't put a plate on it in 30 days, you could get in trouble for not doing that. I actually did it a couple times where I drove a car for 3 weeks, sold it, bought another car. I think I went 3 months without having to buy a plate for anything or insurance. Yeah, it was pretty laid back. But now, if you got pulled over and they found a seed in your ashtray, you're going to jail. They were very, very tough on pot smokers. And I wasn't one of them, thank God. In fact, I got a reputation in the town that I was pretty square. I dated a girl who was she'd had some issues with drug abuse. And I was cruising down the road town one evening. She was my date. Okay, there dated a guy with a twin. My friends asked how I could tell them apart. Simple. Jennifer paints her nails purple and Tom has a cock. Isn't that great? Yeah, car flipping, Linda. And you could buy a car back in the 70s for $50 and it ran, just drive it back and forth to work or wherever. Yeah, I got pulled over one night with my friend and she was cringing. She thought she was going to be going to jail. I said, why are you so worried? Well, they always take me to jail. I said, you doing any drugs? No. Are you high right now? No. Then why would you be going to jail? Just because. Okay. So the cops come walking up, one on her side, on the passenger side, one on my side. And they come up and the one officer shined the light in. He goes, oh, it's you. Motion to the other officer on the other side. He actually said hi to my date, knew her by name. And they walked back to their cars and drove away. And she's looking at me like, what just happened? I said, I know all these cops. They're cool. No, they're not. Yeah, they are. If you're cool with them, they'll be cool with you. Don't do any illegal shit, Give Holly, by golly, a run for jokes. Well, she already has, Jill. Holly looks up to Nancy. Oddly enough, One of Nancy's favorite people in life here on YouTube is Holly. Now, if you ask Tim the same question, he'll probably go offline. He doesn't care for Holly much. Oh well, to each his own. What can I say? Timmy, if you're still watching, she will not be on tonight. She'll probably call in though. Let's see. Like me, I know all the cops around here. Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, I don't see any problem. I love the cops. They saved my life more than once. Once when I was, you know, having I was in anaphylactic shock. I was swallowing my tongue. Yeah, I was on my way out, and they put a tube down my throat, got my tongue out of the way so I could breathe, and then gave me the heparin shot, whatever. I still had to end up in the hospital because I was already in shock. They said I kicked the living crap out of the inside of the ambulance because my legs were, I didn't know, I was out of control. They had to put what they call shock pants on me. Yeah, Jill, she is a hoot. And she means well. She can cross the line now and then, but she doesn't really mean any bad things towards anybody. She just tells jokes. So yeah, back to Arkansas. I ended up being a dispatcher down there. So I worked with the police officers, the state, the county, and the local. And I also was civil defense. We had an ice storm emergency, and the local dealership gave me a Ford Bronco, brand new, to drive and deliver medicines and groceries to people who were stuck up in the mountains. They couldn't get out because the roads were covered with ice. And yeah, they were basically stranded. I didn't have any problem, but I guess it's because I grew up in Michigan. I mean, half the time in that Bronco, I didn't need the four-wheel drive. I just drove like I would if I was driving on ice in Michigan. There was a couple hairy spots because some of those roads, they go from one ridge to another and there's no guardrails. And yes, I slid down one time, not in that new Bronco. Timmy something. Now we're hooking up Nancy and Timmy. Well, maybe. Uh-oh, I'm missing something. I tend to leave when Holly comes on too. Hey, that's fine. Not everybody. I know people who don't like, I know people personally that do not like Holly. She's very bossy, very demanding. Everything's got to be her way or you can hit the highway. She's needy. Yeah, she can drive me insane. She has driven me insane for 9 years. She needed a place for a couple months till she got on her feet and could get an apartment. And that took 9 years for her to get her apartment. Captain Jack, my question is, have you ever been to Pretty Jean Mountain up there in Arkansas? Pretty Jean. I think you're talking about Pettit. It's not pronounced the way you wrote it. It's It's a French spelling, but it's a Native American. It's French for a Native American place. Could have been, you know, pretty mountain, pretty something, but it's Petit Jean. I think it's Petit Jean. No, I haven't been there. Now, the Washita, which is spelled, you'd think, oh, Washita is spelled with a W. No, it's not. It's spelled with a Q. Quichta. And the Washita Mountains are basically, when you get to Hot Springs, Arkansas, and continue west in northwestern Arkansas, you are in the Washita Mountains. It's beautiful. I can't remember the name of the reservoir. There's property you can buy down there for not very expensive. That's not going to last forever. But I've been tempted to buy property down there. Well, thank you, Lynn. Oh, Mike spraying the gray hair. Yes, Jill, you're correct. Yeah, I had black hair before Holly came into my life. 69 of the people find my jokes offensive. 69%. Well, that's narrowing it down. I don't find your jokes offensive at all. I find a couple of them on the edge, perhaps, for YouTube etiquette, but I haven't been kicked out. I haven't been shut down. So, yeah. It's like yesterday's video that I did, at Party World, talking to them about, they didn't have power, but they're still open. They had a couple generators running to keep the beer cold and the cash register and the internet running for the credit cards. Smart businessmen. But they were practically right at ground zero for where the tornado hit. And it was pretty cool. Pretty amazing, actually. Now I don't know why I'm talking about them. Oh, Andy used the F word. He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "Don't worry about it." we use F words all the time, like fart, friend, freaking out. You know what word he used. They haven't demonetized me. You know why? Because I'm not monetized. So how can they demonetize me? I don't have enough watch hours to be monetized. And I'll never get them as long as I let people like you, Jill, and Nancy, Papa Drew, Mark, Carl. If I keep all you people on my channel, I'll never be monetized. I don't care. I love you all. And it doesn't bother me if you don't like Holly. That's fine. Like who you want. And if you didn't like me, I doubt that you would be here. So I appreciate you, mateys. All right. Have I ever met the Clinton? Have I ever been to the Clinton Airport in Arkansas? No, I haven't. I've been by there. I drove truck up and down throughout Arkansas pretty much. You didn't do anything, Jill. I was just joking around. Boy, their voices sure carry through. You'd think they were right behind me in the cornfield. But they're not. I'm the one that wrote something. I took a picture and it's on my phone. Someday I hope I can figure out how to transfer pictures from my phone to the computer. what I should do is I've got Linda's thing. I might be able to figure out a way to send Linda the picture in chat. I took it like, I don't know, when I had to take Sonia home. What was that, a couple Thursdays ago that she was here or at my house? Anyways, yeah, when I took her home, I found this cool place in between Hastings, where she lives, and Gun Lake. I haven't told anybody about it, but I need to send that to somebody, see if they can maybe send it to me. I don't know. I just don't know. Reporter, detective. Holding out for hopes that you will come west. I will somehow, some way, Joe. I definitely want to meet you. We need to hook up. Okay, I must have missed the question. Oh. Yes. Keep her going. Keep it going, Nancy. This is great. Jill, you know who the actress was, Bonita Granville? If you don't, look her up. I've been trying to get Timmy to look up Bonita Granville, but he hasn't done it. Yeah, I was supposed to pick up Nancy on my way to come to your place, Jill. I don't know if any of that's going to work out. Never know. But that doesn't mean it's not beyond the realm of possibility, because I think about it quite often. I got to meet you people. It still looks like I'm going south. And if I don't get to go south, I'm going to shoot myself. I'm not going to shoot myself. But, man, I tell you what, financially speaking, things are not as good as they're supposed to be right now. Will they be better come December? I hope so. Text a picture. Okay, yeah, we could try that, Linda. Maybe later today. When I'm at work, I'll take a little break. What time is it? 12:38. Okay, so we still got 20 minutes here. Tonight's live stream will be at 6:30, and it'll probably be from the gas station, maybe from across the street. I haven't decided yet. And I'm hoping to get together with Kyle and Maria afterwards. I don't think we're going to a bar or anything, because I can't afford it tonight. But we're hoping to get together. At least I am. Okay. Ain't that old. You mean as old as Bonita? I don't think Bonita is with us any longer. I think she passed away. Timmy. I certainly don't mind it, Timmy. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can answer this. I've had troubles answering. Hello? Hi.
You got to put me on speaker?
You're on speaker.
I have a joke.
You're on speaker. Nancy's been waiting for you.
Okay.
And Jill.
Hello, everybody. This is Holly by Golly. Just giving you a preview of tonight's weekly laugh report. Anyway, excuse me, that felt good. And here we go. You know, this lady, she had a basket of food, and she has this head of lettuce in her hand, and saying, "Do you see this? to me. I paid $1.19 for this. And back in the 70s, that was close to minimum wage. Can you imagine a guy working his butt out for an hour and his boss hands him this lousy head of lettuce?
I do remember in 1970, I was making $2.35 an hour.
Well, you were making good money.
They said I was.
Well, I know in the late 70s, I was making minimum wages $1.85.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
My great Aunt Esther, she got a singing telegram, and she was surprised and happy because she always wanted one of those. So she lets the guy in, and he starts dancing and saying, "Please don't begrudge. Your sister Rose is dead. She was in bed. She was 88. Your sister Rose is dead."
Jeez, that's a weird one.
Hey, I know this doctor that needs help. He believes that answering machine beeps will make you sterile.
Why would he say that?
Don't know.
Okay. Sorry, I probably ruined that one for you. Everybody's saying hi to you, Kyle and
Hi, everybody.
Timmy.
I love you all.
Timmy and
Come
Jill
see me tonight.
and Lynn and and Linda. Yeah, we got like 10 people, 11 people. I'm having trouble seeing the chat. I don't know why the light is bad. The cloudiness. I don't know. It's just not working out. But it is what it is. I don't have any floodlights in the truck.
You gotta change your hue.
I can't. I don't know how to do that.
You go into your settings.
And
then you check your fonts.
My fonts.
And all that. But you can't, fonts.
I know what's in my pants. Oh, fonts. Never mind.
FONTS.
Okay.
Anyway, I think that's how you do it. You're a computer whiz. Damn.
I'm not a whiz.
Excuse my bad English.
No way.
Well, everybody, that was just a preview for tonight. This is Holly by Golly. Turn it back over to Captain Jack Scrapper. Excuse me. That felt good. Peace out.
Thank you, Holly.
See you later.
Yeah.
Come back later.
Okay. I guess that's going to be a staple no matter where I am. Whenever I do a live, I can imagine that I will be interrupted. Yeah.
Are you seeing the comments yet?
Barely. I can't. That's why I'm trying to tell you. I can't hardly see anything. Everything's great. Everything's kind of faded out because, if I put my glasses on, it's worse. It's just all dark screen. So but nobody's complained. I guess they can see me just fine. Oh, okay.
Anyway, I was just wondering if you did read any.
Yep.
So let me know. Tell everybody I left them.
All right, I will.
Bye,
They hear you. Okay. So we got basically 15 minutes. Nate Dog, welcome aboard. So yeah, tonight 6:30 is when I'll be going live, and it will be in Allendale, Michigan, somewhere. Last week we did the behind the gas station by the dumpsters. I don't know where we'll do it tonight. Might try across the street at the park because it's pretty over there. It's prettier than looking at the dumpster for one, or the back of the gas station. And it might be a little quieter. M45 is a very busy street. It's a college town for one. It's Saturday night, number two. M45 is one of the main routes to Grand Haven, to the beach. It's a busy area. But maybe we can get in a corner of the park if the signal's still good. And I should have enough time to kind of drive around just a little bit to find a good signal. And now it don't take much to put up the green screen. Thank you, Timmy. Reject button on my phone, just saying. Well, my phone's been giving me a problem with the answering part. But I wouldn't do that to Holly. She tries hard. I would like it that she would get her tablet figured out how that she can go remote live. She has a good signal at her apartment. So let's say I'm in South Carolina or Tucson, Arizona, or somewhere in Kentucky, somewhere, and I have a good signal. Well, then she could come on to the live stream and do her thing. And of course, I could have other people up on the screen too, which would be nice. But it sure sounds like one of those sidewalk tricycles that are made out of plastic. What a weird noise. I don't think they have children next door. I don't know. Is that where Kyle and his family are? No. Kyle and his family are in Borculo, basically. If you find a map and look at southwest of Grand Rapids is the town of Hudsonville. Basically halfway between Holland, Michigan and Grand Rapids, Michigan is where they are. If you drew a line, okay, if you go along the lake shore and you go south of Grand Haven, what is that, about 10 miles, maybe? Probably more like 8. There's a place called Port Sheldon. Consumers Beach is there. Anyways, Port Sheldon Street, if you track that back from Lake Michigan to the east, you'll drive right into Kyle's driveway. Anyway, it's 48th Avenue and Port Sheldon is basically right where he's at. Oh, all right. You think Nancy Drew has a crush on you? Maybe she does, Nancy. You guys should figure that out. I'll step aside. Lynn's been to Grand Rapids. Cool. Maj is here. Hooray. Happy to see you. I am trying so hard to read the chat and it's just so flooded out. Permission to come aboard. Yes, permission granted. Oh, yeah. I thought maybe John was coming. He also owns a motorcycle. Might be. No, it's going away. Thought it was slowing down. It's just fading out because it's going farther away. Everybody saying hi to Naj. She is a firm supporter of this channel. Glad to have her aboard. I hope to meet her someday. Dang it. Any chance you're coming to M23, Nudge? That's what? Not even 4 weeks away. She's saying hi to everybody. Then of course Wednesday, I'm liking this, searching for places that has a good signal. By the way, I might actually start saving some money. The MiFi broke this last night. I was uploading a video and it broke. I don't know why. Well, then I got to fooling around and I was able to get the signal on the laptop itself. The laptop comes with, I don't know, supposedly 15 gigabyte a month, but then somebody told me, well, no, it's unlimited. Well, if that's true, why do I have the MiFi anymore? I think I'll just be done with the MiFi. And if I find out that it's not working out, well, I'll beat them up. You know, they got that new Wi-Fi, but they say it's not available in my area. Patsy has it at her house. She loves it. She streams movies and stuff to her TV through her laptop. Tina has it, and she can do the same thing. And Tina proved to all of us that she plugs it into her Blue Eddy, her 12-volt. She's got the battery, but it converts 12 volts to 110 volts. So as long as she's plugged in, her Wi-Fi box from Verizon, as long as there's a signal, she's good to go. Same as the MiFi always was, but maybe even a little bit better. Anyways, it's working for her. So she got rid of her MiFi. And I think it's time for me to get rid of it too. That'll save me about $40 a month. And Lord knows I need it. I wish I had $40 in my pocket right now. I can't see. Bon appetit, somebody's saying. Somebody's going to eat, apparently. No M23. Damn it. Okay, Findle Lane must be going to get something to eat. Timmy. My dad was fixing to... It's bouncing around. Yeah, I understand, Timmy. Okay, there's the thing. You know, I've had good and bad luck with Verizon, Lynn. When Kyle and I were up north with Land Cloud Adventures, Land Cloud Adventures, I think he's got AT&T, and I think he has another one. He does not have Verizon. But at any rate, Kyle and I could talk to each other in the Upper Peninsula. I could broadcast from Lake Superior, go live. Could do quite a few things with Verizon. Nate couldn't do shit. He had to drive, I don't know, 10 or 15 miles before he could upload stuff for his work. So it just depends. Comment. There is a comment for Captain Jack. Oh boy. I can't scroll up, Timmy. You'll have to repeat it and I'll try to watch for it. So if I try to scroll, I can't find the mouse. I'll be lucky to be able to end the broadcast here at 1 o'clock. I do have to end it at 1 because I have to go to work. That's 5 minutes from now. So yeah, I got a Shift Smart gig in Allendale at the Marathon Admiral, whatever you call the gas station. That's for 4 hours. And hopefully they'll pay me tomorrow at some point. Probably won't be until tomorrow evening, but at least that'll give me money for Monday to get to work. Tell you, it's right down to the wire. I may have to tomorrow not work, because I could. I could go to Standale and work, but I don't think I can afford the gasoline to get there. So I'm going to stay home tomorrow. I probably cash in some cans. I certainly have a bunch of them that I can cash in. And maybe work on the Dodge, start getting her more and more stripped. Don did take a few things. He took the radiator out and I don't know, a couple other things, but the fuel pump still needs to come off because it's new. Water pump is 6 months old. It's got to come off. Distributor, pickup coil, wires, plugs, they're all new. I'm not going to scrap them. Okay, do I have another Dodge? Well, I've got the 318. Some of the parts will work on it. Like the alternator, this and that. But no, I'm not going to give away good parts off the Dodge, even though they don't fit the Ford. That's all right. I couldn't find a Dodge at the time to replace the Dodge La Fortuna. Thank you, Lynn. I hope to meet you too. I heard from James and Millie. Yes. They were on. Millie stopped in briefly on Wednesday night. It was before you came on. And you usually see her on Saturdays. Not for very long, but she does stop in and say hi. So they're still kicking. Okay. All right. I hope that was a comment you wanted me to answer. Oh, now I can't see it. Oh, the sun's so bright. Buy 10 Powerball tickets and win. There you go. You and 350 other million people want to do the same thing. So there's part of your odds. I don't get it. I pick my own numbers. And every week, none of my numbers match. Now, how can that be? That just does not make sense to me whatsoever. I think that's John, which is John G. Sr. that's pulling in right now. I'll have to talk to him before I go. Something Nancy's saying, I can't read it. Sun's in my eyes. They legalized cannabis and same-sex marriages, and can't see. Something in the Bible. Doggone, I wish I could read that. The Bible writes, if a man lays with another man, he should be stoned. I'd have to be dead. All right. Ain't happening here. Just saying. It freaks me out. Sorry. And it would be the same for female with female. No. I realize that some people really think that's cool, and some people get off on it even. Not me. Not me. All right. It is 1 o'clock. It's time for me to go. I want to say hi to John before he leaves, or if he's just stopping by. So, We'll see you tonight at 6:30 p.m. from Allendale, Michigan. In the meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. Say hi to YouTube.
Hey, how you doing, Joe?
Good, John.
Got John in there?
He might be.
Oh, yeah.
He sometimes lurks, but he never says anything on the comments
Oh,
till later. Then he'll call me or
yeah.
text me or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, mateys. May God bless. We'll see you tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got to end it somehow. I can't. The lighting is horrible.
Yeah, blinding you on
But
it,
the
yeah.
the signal's fantastic.
Yeah. We should get pretty good signal here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. If I'd have known that, we'd have went live when we burned the house down.